This is the Strip Sack Duelcast. I am the Hawk.
That's for all you Eagles fans out there. How do you like Carson Wentz now? I'm the fat man.
A lot of crazy upsets. Pretty good weekend of football, I must say. Starting things off, Broncos 32, Panthers 27. Who loses to the Broncos? The Panthers. That's who.
Them Panthers. Up next, Texans 7, Bears 36. What a mollywhopping.
Yes, Mitch Trubisky. He's back. All right, Cowboys 30, Bengals 7. That's another mollywhopping.
Take that, Cincinnati. Packers 31, Lions 24. Hey, we all knew the Packers were going to win. Who cares about Matty Ice?
Yeah, the Lions made it interesting, but in the end, the Packers were just too much for the Lions. Titans 31, Jags 10. King Henry, another 200-yard performance, his second one of the year. He's almost at 2,000.
Yeah, don't force Tannehill to win the game. You're going to lose every time. Chiefs 33, Dolphins 27. Surprisingly, turned out to be a better game than I thought it was going to be. Tua looked the faster it got, the better Tua looked.
Yeah, like I said, we both called it and we were both wrong. I said that the Chiefs were going to turn the ball over.
And I said Miami's offense can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, we both should have just put our heads together on that.
All right.
Cardinals 26, Giants 7. The Cardinals just kept their playoff hopes alive, and they stuffed the Giants, who were red hot coming into that game.
Yeah, man. I really didn't see this coming. I thought the Giants were playing hot. I thought the Giants were going to play them a hell of a lot better than they did. I'm not necessarily surprised that Arizona won, but I thought the Giants would play better than this.
More than capable of beating any team. It just wasn't. NFC East was the NFC East here.
Right. Not today. Up next, Vikings 14, Bucks 26. Just like I thought, the Bucks beat them pretty decidedly.
Yeah. Dan Bailey, 0 for 4 on kicks.
Yeah. You got to get yourself a kicker there, Minnesota.
This is what happens when you play on all Madden. Turn the difficulty down. Just turn it down. That way you can make some kicks, especially when you need it.
Put it on rookie. The power meter moves too fast.
Maybe he had a lag in his controller.
There you go.
All right.
Plug that shit in, bud.
Colts 44, Raiders 27. The Raiders' playoff hopes are starting to dwindle.
Yeah, I'm glad they lost. Helps Miami out.
And the Patriots.
And fuck them Patriots. Jets 3, Seahawks 40. Mollywhop of the day. But
it's been a long, long time since 2012. 58-0 Seattle over the Cardinals. That's the last time that Seattle's blown out an opponent. I'm glad I didn't have a heart attack.
Yeah, don't be too happy, man. Fucking Jets 13 straight loss.
It's the Jets.
The 13 straight losses for the Jets is the worst in team history. Good job, Adam Gase.
Falcons 17, Chargers 20. Herbert outshined Matt Ryan. I was wrong. Should have picked Herbert.
That makes two of us. Saints 21, Eagles 24. Jalen Hurts looked good.
Yeah, first start against the number 1 overall defense in the NFL. I'm definitely surprised. Washington 23, 49ers 15. Washington keeps it rolling, and Nick Mullins fucking sucks. So all you people that hate Jimmy G, myself included, stop saying that he is not as good as Nick Mullins. That's false.
Carson Wentz is going to be their quarterback next year anyway. Steelers 15, Bills 26. Somebody told you them Steelers were going to get a beating.
Don't know who that was.
No,
it wasn't a very skinny guy.
No, not very skinny. No. Loves his Ben and Jerry's too.
All right, Dominators. Up first, Jalen Hurts, 17 for 30, 167 yards, a touchdown, and another 108 yards on the ground with a huge win against the number 1 seed in the NFC.
I have Hassan Reddick for the Arizona Cardinals. He had 5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. That's important.
Mm-hmm. Mitch Trubisky, 24 for 33, 267, and 3 TDs. Who thought I would say a Bears quarterback on the Dominators?
Start him on your fantasy team. I have for the Colts, I have Jonathan Taylor. He had 20 carries, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 7.5 yards a carry. That's a big day.
Yep. Jamal Adams, he's my next one. He sets a single season in DB sack record at 8.5 for huge, and he only played half the season. Just imagine.
And of course, once again, we're not getting out of a week without mentioning this guy. Derrick Henry, 26 carries, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 8.3 yards a carry. Oh, he's a man beast.
You know, you have to mention him as King Henry.
King
From
Henry.
now on, King Henry.
He's a man beast.
Yes, he's a man beast. All right, some BS here. Alex Smith and Matthew Stafford went down today.
Yeah, so Alex Smith went down with a calf. Matthew Stafford went down with some sore ribs, I guess. I think Alex Smith is more important to coming back for the Redskins than Matt Stafford is coming back for the Lions. The Lions season's done.
They did say that the MRI came back negative, which is good, you know, so hopefully he'll be back next week. But, I mean, Dwayne Haskins didn't play too bad in his absence. Matt Stafford, on the other hand, you need Matty Ice out there if you're a Lions fan. At least you have hope when he plays the game. Like, he can almost beat any team. If he's on, he's on.
It's fucking Detroit, bud. They're not beating anybody.
Listen, I don't want to hear your bullshit. All right, Matty Ice. Period.
I'm not saying Stafford's not a good quarterback. I'm just saying he plays in fucking Detroit. They're not beating anybody.
That's why he's going to go to the 49ers and not Carson Wentz.
Nah, nonsense, poopy pants.
Yeah, again, I hope he doesn't, but I really think he will. All right, Doug Peterson won't name a starter for next week.
He doesn't want to come out and admit he's a fucking idiot. That's all that is.
You know, the biggest thing, though, is they ran the fucking football. They ran it. See what happens when you run it? You're more consistent. Why didn't you do that with Carson Wentz?
Jalen Hurts is more of a running quarterback than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is made out of glass.
All right, but they also had 7 or 8 designed quarterback runs. That was a running play.
That's what I mean. You can't do that with Carson Wentz.
Okay, but then just give Miles Sanders 18 to 25 touches instead.
Because, you know, having your quarterback run the ball brings a different – it's like the fifth element, man. It brings a different dynamic to it, keeps the defense off balance.
Regardless, there's no point to not run the ball. And, like, you give somebody like Miles Sanders 10 or 6 attempts in a game, and then you try to scratch your head and try to make excuses of why you didn't win. That right there is your problem. Run the ball.
Tell that to Pittsburgh.
There's another one. Just run the ball. Run it. It's not like is there something against? Is there something I'm not seeing? Does running the football give you negative points? Like, look how well Tennessee's doing it.
This is true.
I mean, there's still 3 more games on the season, and Derrick Henry had just achieved a career high in rushing attempts on the season. You know, I mean, they're running the fucking ball 20 plus times a game.
I can't talk too much shit. Fucking Tua threw it over 40 times the last 2 weeks too. So, but I don't have a running back down there in Miami. Fucking COVID and injuries and I don't know, squirty butts, whatever. But still,
yeah.
Everyone wants to see everybody chuck it all over the goddamn field. I mean, look at Seattle too. You know, they got fucking Lockett and DK Metcalf and Russell Wilson for a reason. They want to fucking sling the rock around. Now, I'm not saying they don't run it, but
2 more weeks for Josh Gordon.
You know, yeah. They'll fucking roll up clam bacon.
I can't freaking wait. It's gonna be nice. I can't wait. You're gonna be unstoppable. Hopefully. I'm hoping. Knock on wood. I'm excited.
He's gonna score a touchdown. He's gonna go sit on the bench and spark a joint.
Hey Pete, you want some of this?
Yeah, right.
All right, that's what I got for BS. You have anything for BS?
The only thing I want to touch on is Raiders firing their defensive coordinator, Paul Gunther.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. The Raiders coming into the weekend were 28th in the league in scoring defense. Do you think this move was a little too late?
Probably. But the Raiders look good there for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seem to remember somebody who's rather round put the Raiders at 4 in the power rankings the one week, and they've sucked ever since. So
I feel like you jinxed them. You're like, oh, they're good now. They're good now. Let me just
the kiss of death,
Just don't put the Seahawks in your power rankings anymore.
I just think it's funny they fired him like almost fucking immediately after the game too. It didn't take long. And they're like, all right, get your shit and get the fuck out.
Well, yeah, it's not like the Colts have a dynamic offense. I mean, they've only scored this many points a couple times on the season. 44. I mean, you're fighting for a playoff spot. I mean, you're not going to keep up.
Yeah.
And this is what I was saying to you before. Like some of these teams, they have to start fixing like what is wrong with them. This is why like I'm pretty pleased with Seattle's reaction to them having the worst defense in the league historically from weeks 1 through 9. You go back from now until then, Seattle leads the league in sacks, and they were last in the league in sacks from week 1 through 9. On top of that, their defense has played stout 3 straight weeks. They held opponents under 300 yards. Regardless who they played, it's still an NFL team. They're picking up issues.
I'm not saying nothing about them smashing the Jets. Hey, Miami plays the Jets twice a year. It just helps that the Jets are terrible.
Yeah, it's a nice confidence booster. Hey, we smashed the Jets. Let's smash Washington. Let's go.
I wonder if they rolled out the green velvet carpet yet for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, they're still not tanking, by the way. Not tanking at all.
See, that's the more interesting. That's probably the most interesting off-season thing we're going to see is what happens with Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a big topic on the offseason. I think him, Wentz, and even Dak Prescott, they're going to be huge stories. Because I don't know.
Dak's not going anywhere.
Well, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. But the thing for me is, are the Cowboys going to actually sign the man, or are they just going to franchise tag him again, which they could do?
Either way, he's still going to be a Cowboy. But you have to think that Wentz and Darnold are going to be on the move.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely going to be on the. I'll put some money on it. Both players are going to be different teams next year.
Unless somebody, pulls in the Brinks truck to the Jets for that number 1 pick to grab Lawrence.
Yeah. Maybe Miami Dolphins decide to give them Tua for a first-round pick.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
That's my Tua. We got my kid running around chanting Tua. So
yeah, I know. You'd have to tell her, oh, he's the enemy now. You'd have to take back all your jerseys. Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Burn him.
All right, moving on here. Monday's pick: Ravens versus Browns. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I really like the matchup with the defensive line to the Ravens' offensive line. They're a little banged up. They haven't really been too balanced on offense, so hopefully they are balanced. But regardless, I think the Browns are going to win this game. I think they're going to prove that they're for real.
So you're not going to get an argument out of me because I took the Browns too. The only thing I will say is the best way to stop Baltimore is to keep the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands. What did the Browns do really well? Run the ball. They're first in the league. And they got Chubb and Hunt. So if they just run the ball, control the clock, don't give it over to Lamar, it should be a pretty easy win for the Browns. Just keep the ball out of the quarterback's hand.
they're actually built to win this game, and I fully expect them to. This isn't like years past. You know, this isn't like the beginning of the season where they got blown out by the Ravens. Like, they're legitimately built to beat this team. They need to prove it. They
I
need to prove it.
really want to see Myles Garrett put a good licking on Lamar Jackson. I want to
Yes.
see him crack him.
Yes. And you know what? I want to see Baker Mayfield string together 2 great games. Then
Well,
he will reveal the mask, and he's actually Peyton Manning.
I'm not going there. I'm not doing it.
He's not. It's Baker Mayfield's face, not Baker Mayfield's body.
There you go. Out there throwing ducks. Out there throwing wounded ducks all over the field.
Nobody could throw a prettier duck than Manning. All right? I get it.
A duck for a touchdown.
All right, man. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, guys. So, like always, check us out on the YouTube. Hit subscribe, like, comment. We love when you talk shit to us. It's been quiet lately, so come on and talk some shit. We also upload this to audio podcast, so Google, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to your shit at, you'll find us there. Jam us in your ear holes. We'll try to make you have an eargasm. If that's not enough for you, you can head on over to our Facebook page, Fatman and the Hawk, it's called, I think. Talk some shit there. We'll talk some shit right back. We've been dropping some little tidbits and funny shit on there lately, so that ought to get you going, put a smile on your face. What else you got, Hawk?
You know, the only thing I got is I know we're a couple of idiots that like to jabber about football, but our picks were around 60%, which isn't too bad. I wonder how Cullen's doing right now.
Yeah.
Comment, like, subscribe. I am the Hawk.
And I'm the Fat Man.
See yous.